What does your week look like with the Final Four being here?
Well, you got a lot of text, phone calls, and obviously anytime you have an event like this, in your backyard, it brings exposure, obviously to the game, but also to the university.
You've been on this stage before. You've competed in Final Fours, competed for national championships. I mean, what's different about playing and preparing in a situation like that?
This may be kind of like a party or let loose week, but for the teams that are competing, it's very much no difference than a conference game, or a conference tournament, where you kind of have a professional-like approach.
Your national championship came in 2024 at South Carolina under legendary head coach Dawn Staley. She referred to it as information overload, with you kind of taking over the game plan against Iowa, Caitlin Clark. I mean, how many hours did you put into that week?
I think, Dawn's great, when it comes to that, but I think, as with the whole staff, and Dawn obviously leading it, where our team didn't know it, but we were preparing for her well before that week. I wish I'd like to be able to tell you it was in those 3 days, but I would say I probably never watched as many games on an opponent than I had, obviously, for Iowa.
And that was such a pivotal moment when it came to the growth and the boom of women's basketball. And you guys got the job done against Caitlin Clark and an Iowa team that was firing on all cylinders. What was it like just to be in that situation at that time?
I don't think it really hits you or you enjoy it until probably after the fact. I'll be honest, the next day after, we're thinking about recruiting. She's like, every time you go to ESPN and you look at the ticker, it has the last game, the championship, the final score. And she was like, that's when it hits her.
Yeah, and Dawn Staley has built a powerhouse at South Carolina. She's a legend when it comes to women's basketball. As a whole, what was your dynamic like with her?
The most consistent leader I've been around. How she was with 1,000 cameras in her face is how she is one-on-one. There's obviously no secret that they're in a position, obviously, to have a chance to do it again this year.
You've had the opportunity to not only compete with some of the best in the country, but compete against some of the best in the country. And
Certainly.
One name that comes to mind when it comes to long, sustained success, Coach Gino at UConn,
Yeah.
Coach the likes of Diana Taurasi, Phoenix legend, to Paige Beckers, who's someone who's just up and coming. What was it like competing against a program like that?
The proof is, as what Don said, the proof's in the pudding. It's no secret when you have pivotal leaders that know how to lead, know how to identify kind of what players want, and delivering that. It's no secret that, again, they find themselves right there in the mix of things as well, every year in, year out.